Hi, friends. My name is Becky, and welcome to my channel where we strive for progress over perfection and accountability without shame. I am so happy that you're here to join me today. I am beginning week 3 of my habit building series, and I am really excited for how far I've come. So, if you remember, in week 1, I was working on kind of checking in with myself emotionally and increasing my water intake. I am happy to say that the water has kind of continued, and I am now drinking 2 of these a day like I really wanted to. I'm very happy about that. And then last week, I was working on reminding myself to breathe when I'm noticing that I'm carrying a lot of tension and giving myself kind of space to calm down and relax a little bit and increasing my protein intake. I did find some helpful little tools and tricks to help me increase my protein intake. And um, that's one time I said it. I'm doing pretty good so far. I found things like protein shakes and protein powders and things like that. And they have helped me a lot. They help me get a jump start on protein in the morning. And that's really helpful because a lot of days I don't eat breakfast. I know that I should. I don't always have time and I'm not super hungry in the morning, but I can drink a protein shake and that has been very helpful for me. So, if you're having trouble getting your protein, you can try that. This week, moving into this week, I want to work on something called mindfulness for my mental health, and I want to work on moving my body a little bit more for my physical health. So, I want to talk a little bit about your nervous system and your body. Um, one of the many times I was in therapy, I was talking with my therapist because I have an anxiety disorder, so I can stress over everything. And my therapist was explaining to me that my nervous system doesn't know the difference between a bear in my kitchen wanting to eat me and being angry about politics, right? So every time I get upset and my nervous system is triggered, it's reacting the same way it would be reacting if there was a bear in my kitchen trying to eat me. And it was just like mind blowing. Like I'm doing that to my body all the time. And something that can help with that is something called mindfulness, where you kind of bring yourself back into the moment. If you would like to look up more into it, you can. If you are interested, there's lots of information available on the internet, or you can talk to your own mental health care providers. So I'm a person in long-term recovery from substance use, and I will have 10 years in July, no fronts. So I went to residential treatment, and when I was in treatment is the first time that I had any experience with mindfulness. And it's something that I used to do in my early recovery, and it really helped me. And so I kind of want to go back to that. The reason is because I've been reading this book, Audible. I'm not really reading it. I'm listening to a book on Audible called Raising Good Humans. And it relates me taking care of myself and self-care to my ability to be the parent I want to be to my children. And I know that that's true. There's also another amazing book that talks about this called How to Stop Losing Your Shit with Your Kids. That's also a great book if you're trying to learn how to not lose your shit with your kids. But anyway, I want to take some time to do some mindfulness exercises. I'm hoping maybe 5 or 10 minutes a day to just take a few minutes and be in the moment, whether that's doing it when I am doing a chore or something that I've usually done on like autopilot, like doing the dishes, taking a few moments and like doing that mindfully and trying to keep yourself in the moment is a really good way to build that skill. You can also meditate. There's lots of different ways that you can practice mindfulness. I suggest to anybody to just look into it and give it a try. There goes my clock again. It goes off like every 15 minutes. Ah, okay. So, and then the other thing that I want to do is I want to move my body more. I used to go to the gym pretty regularly, and I there's not an area of my life that didn't benefit from that when I was going to the gym regularly. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It helped my anxiety. It helped my stress. It helped me sleep. I felt good about myself. I was taking care of my body, and I would like to get back to that place. And I'm also realizing that to just go from where I'm at right now to being in the gym, 4 or 5 times a week is going to be really difficult. So I'm going to start slow and I'm going to just try to get moving. I'm hoping that I can do something physically active for about 30 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be all at once. So if I have some time and I can go walk around the block during a break at work or something like that, maybe go outside and play with my kid. He was trying to get me on the trampoline earlier, and I don't know that that's gonna happen, but we could do some other things together. So I just want to get my body moving a little bit more, and I really want to try to practice mindfulness. So those are my goals for this week. I hope that you guys are following along and that you have your own goals that you're working on. I would love so much if you would share with us the things that you're working on so that we can support each other. And these little small things over time add up to big changes in your life. So there is evidence to that. You can go look it up if you want to. So that's it. That's all for me. I will do a check in on Wednesday and I hope to hear from you all. Have a wonderful week and I hope you are slaying some goals.